Hello everyone, my name is Deepti Parmar. I am working as a nursing tutor in Knowledge Institute of Nursing, Anand. Today we will learn about family planning method. In last video, we learned about the introduction of family planning, concept, aims and objectives and importance of family planning. Now we will see about the family planning methods. In that mainly two types of family planning method. First is a temporary method and second one is the permanent method. In the temporary method, there are five subtypes. First is a natural method, biological method, chemical method, mechanical method and hormonal method. And in the permanent method, there are mainly two subtypes. First is a female sterilization and second is the male sterilization. Now, ideal contraceptive. What is ideal contraceptive? Okay, which contraceptives are including in the ideal contraceptive and how we can say that this is the ideal contraceptive. So there are some characteristics of this, and first one is it is safe, means it is free from any side effects. Okay, it does not produce any side effects or complication. Then it is reliable. Reliable means it is comfortable. Okay, comfortable to use. Okay, then next is it is easy and convenient to use and requires the least supervision. Okay, it is convenient to everyone. Okay, the contraceptives are convenient, then it called the ideal contraceptive. Then it requires the least supervision, means it does not require the long time supervision. Okay, it is inexpensive, acceptable and reversible. You can get contraceptive devices from the some contraceptive device from very low cost also. Okay, and some contraceptives are you can get very free. Okay, so this is inexpensive and acceptable for everyone and reversible. The next in the picture you can see the classification, the full classification of family planning method. In the first spacing method, or also called as the temporary method. In the spacing method there is natural method, and in natural method coitus interrupts, safe period or abstinence. Then second one is the barrier method. In the barrier method, there are two types: physical barrier method or chemical barrier method. And it includes the condoms, diaphragm, foam tablets, cream, jelly and paste. Then third is the intrauterine, in that Lippers loop and copper tip. Then hormonal method, in that oral pills, injectables, implants. Then last post-conceptional method, in that menstrual regulation, menstrual induction and abortion. The second one is a terminal or permanent method, in that two types, that family sterilization or male sterilization. Now as you can see in the picture, this is the female reproductive system, and this all contraceptive work, how it is work on the organs of the reproductive system. That you can see that this copper T is mainly implant into the uterus. Okay, and the barrier device is mainly implant at the bottom of the cervix, and the tablets mainly produce effect on the ovaries. Okay, uh, then next, natural family planning method, then female condom, male condoms, injectables means through the injection, then intrauterine devices means copper T, oral contraceptive pills means using of some pills, oral pills, then contraceptive patches, then vaginal ring. Now we will see about the detail about these devices. In that first one is the condom. It is including in the barrier method. Okay, the male condom is a barrier contraceptive made of latex or polyurethane. Okay, by which the condoms are made up of. So it is made up of from latex or polyurethane? You also can be asked this question into your exam also. Okay, the condom must be fitted over the erect penis. The condom is sold over the counter and when used properly is an inexpensive, effective barrier to pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases. That mainly you can get the condoms from over the counter. Okay, so it means you don't need any prescription. It can be get by without prescription also. Okay, and it is inexpensive. Okay, in the so many government areas you get condoms very free. Okay, and some at the some level of services you also get very low cost at very low cost. Then it mainly produce their effect as a barrier to the pregnancy and sexual transmitted diseases. Then next, a condom is a thin latex or polyurethane sheet. The male condom is placed around the erect penis. The female condom is placed inside the vagina before intercourse. Okay, the male condom mainly placed on the place around the erect penis, and the female condom is placed inside the vagina. Then a condom must be worn at all times during the intercourse to prevent pregnancy. Okay, mainly don't want if you want to prevent pregnancy, so you so that those couple who don't want to become pregnant, don't want to conceive the babies, so they should use the condoms before the intercourse. Then condoms can be bought in most drug and grocery stores. Some family planning clinics offer free condoms. You do not need a prescription to get condoms. As I said in the last slide, like condoms are very free at so many government services. Okay, nowadays you just get the condoms at primary health center, community health center, on health and wellness centers also, and it is free. Then at this you also get the condoms from some medical stores and grocery stores also. Then this is the picture. You can see that roll latex condom and squeeze tip of condom so no air is trapped inside and continue to hold the tip while unrolling condom to base of penis. Okay. Now, next is a female condom. The female condom is lubricated polyurethane sheath similar in appearance to a male condom. Okay, female condom is look like the male condom. It is inserted into the vagina. The close and covers the cervix like the male condom. It is intended for one-time use and then discarded. Okay, this is the disposable, and it can be used only once, and after use it should be discarded. And then female condom also made up of polyurethane. Okay, it also can be asked in your exam. Then which material is used in a female condoms, and you should write the polyurethane sheet. Then see that this is also look like the male condom. This is the close end, this is the open end. The close end was inserted and this is the open end. Okay. Female condom blocks sperms from entering cervix. So it also plays cover the cervix, and because of that this blocks the sperm from entering to the cervix. Then next is the cervical cap. The cervical cap is made up of soft rubber and is designed to fit completely over the cervix. Spermicide is placed on the outer rim of the cap and is the portion of cap facing the vagina. The cervical cap prevents pregnancy by blocking the sperm from entering the uterus. Okay, the cervical cap is mainly made up of soft rubber and it covers the whole cervix. Okay, the open at it is placed at the opening of the cervix, and spermicide is placed on the outer rim of the cap and in the portion of the cap facing the vagina. As you can see in this picture, this is the spermicide. Okay, because to kill the sperm. A similar small device is called a cervical cap. Risks include irritation and allergic reaction to the diaphragm or spermicide and increased frequency of urinary tract infection and vaginal yeast infection. Okay, there are chances to produce any reactions, allergic reaction, and it may be produce irritation also, and it is may also it may produce frequency of urinary tract infection. Okay, UTI also caused by the cervical cap and vaginal yeast infection. Okay, so if any woman are if any woman are using the cervical cap, then they also informed about the risk also, that this risk may be happen to them. Then in rare cases, toxic shock syndrome may develop in women who leave the diaphragm in too long. Okay, if after the placing the cervical cap or diaphragm, and they don't remove that diaphragm after so long time, so it may also causes a toxic shock syndrome. Okay, if in rare cases. Okay, not all women have chances to produce, but in rare cases toxic shock syndrome also may be developed. A cervical cap may cause an abnormal pap taste. Okay, the next is the cervical cap. You can see in the picture how it is introduced in the cervix. Okay, this is the cervix. Okay, so cervical caps mainly covers the top of the cervix. So the sperms cannot be enter into the cervix. And this is the spermicide which kills the sperm. Spermicide inside diaphragm kills the sperm. And the cervical cap fits snugly over the cervix, preventing sperm from entering the uterus. Okay, it prevent the sperm from entering the uterus. Then next, diaphragm. Diaphragm is available by prescription only and must be fitted by a physician. Okay, diaphragm mainly you can't get the diaphragm over the counter. Okay, it is only available by the prescription and it is only fitted by the physician. Okay, the no any health anyone of health personnel cannot inserted it. Then once the diaphragm is fitted, a woman can insert and remove it by herself. Once the diaphragm is fitted by physician, after that woman can insert and remove. Okay, insert and remove by herself. And the dome-shaped rubber disc protects from pregnancy in two ways. The diaphragm blocks sperm from entering the cervix. Spermicide jelly placed inside the rubber dome before insertion will kill any sperm it comes in contact with. Okay, as we learn the what is the purpose of cervical cap, as the cervical cap, the diaphragm also works like it. Okay, it is also blocks sperm from entering into the cervix, and the spermicide jelly or cream which is placed into the diaphragm, it is kill the sperm which it kills the sperm. Once inserted, the diaphragm is effective for up to 6 hours. Okay, diaphragm is a flexible rubber cup that is filled with spermicidal cream or jelly. As you can see in the picture, this is the contraceptive jelly or spermicidal jelly, which is placed into the diaphragm. So it kills the sperm. It is placed into the vagina over the cervix before intercourse to prevent sperm from reaching the uterus. What is the main function of this? That it prevents the sperm from reaching to the uterus, and it should be left in place for 6 to 8 hours after intercourse. It should be placed up to 6 to 8 hours. Okay, after 6 to 8 hours, it should be removed by the woman. Then diaphragm must be prescribed by a woman's healthcare provider. The provider will determine the correct type and size of diaphragm for the woman. Okay, as we can see in the last slide, the diaphragm is not available on the over the counter. Okay, you can use that without the prescription. Okay, so woman's healthcare provider only prescribe the diaphragm, and for the physician is determine the correct type and size of diaphragm for the woman. Then about 5 to 20 pregnancy occur over 1 year in 100 women using this method, depending on proper use. You can see that this is the parts of the diaphragm. That first is a removal dome, then rim, then this is the cervical cup in which the uh, spermicidal jelly we can place, and grip dimples. And this is the how you can insert. Yeah. You can see this is the diaphragm which is inserted. Okay, so if sperms are enter into the vagina, but it cannot be enter into the cervix. Diaphragm blocks sperm from entering to the cervix, and that jelly which have the spermicidal effect which kills the sperms. Now this is the vaginal sponge. You can see this. This is the vaginal, and it is also placed under in the top of the cervix. Sponge absorbs sperms, preventing them from entering the cervix. It is also blocks the sperm from entering into the cervix, and it has also the spermicidal effect which kill the sperms. Vaginal contraceptive sponges are soft and contain a chemical that kills or disables sperm. Okay, it has a chemical which kills the sperm. Okay, and it disables the sperm. Then the sponge is moistened and inserted into the vagina to cover over the cervix before intercourse. The sponge mainly before it is inserted, it should be moistened. Okay, inserted into the vagina to cover over the cervix before intercourse. Before intercourse, the sponge is moistened and inserted, and for what it is inserted to cover the cervix. Then the vaginal sponge can be bought at your pharmacy without a prescription. It is also available without prescription. It can be used without prescription. The sponge is inserted by the woman into the vagina and cover the cervix, blocking sperm from entering the cervix. The sponge also contains a spermicide that kills sperm. It is available without a prescription. As we learned in last slide, that is sponges has also spermicidal effects. Okay, it kills the sperm or disable the sperm, and its function is what? That's blocking the sperm to entering into the cervix. and the next methods will we will learn into the next video. So keep watching and thank you.